This is John Ruddick with TurnKey Dental Marketing, and I want to talk to you about what should your dental website be built on? What platform? Well, there's a lot of platforms out there. You have Weebly, you have Wix, you have Squarespace, probably the top three browser-based online types of designers. And then you have other more proprietary content management systems. And then you have WordPress. So which is the best one? Well, they all have pros and cons to them to some degree, but the website builders that you use online like Wix or Weebly or Squarespace or GoDaddy's website builder, HostGator has one, and some others, they have a lot more drawbacks to them. Number one is you never really own it. You're just kind of renting the space, renting the site from one of those platform hosts, but it's never really your site. If you decided to move to another host, another set of servers or something like that, you couldn't do it because it's all on their thing. And that's really kind of how they keep you locked in. They have proprietary platforms that make it hard for you to move somewhere else. So you have those. Then you have standard HTML, CSS type sites. It's what we used to build websites on really in the past, using programs like Dreamweaver and that sort of thing, where you built out a site. You had to do a lot of coding. There's a lot involved. And they were definitely a lot more expensive, especially if they were database driven. You had products or things like that where you had to create tables and columns and all this sort of stuff to sell things online and that sort of thing. So those are not hardly used anymore. Some people still build HTML, CSS, or .php sites that are custom coded like that, but not very often anymore. The top web-based or the top product we use for building dental websites is WordPress. Now, WordPress, it used to be just predominantly a blogging platform, but over the years, it has evolved into a very robust content management system. And now we have tools to be able to build out these sites in WordPress in ways that are search engine friendly and allow us to manage the content on the website much easier and much faster, and frankly, to get the website's ranking in the search results of the top search engines faster. There's this kind of a science behind all of that, but it's much better than what it used to be, and it can be done in a shorter period of time as opposed to years ago when we had to do websites in HTML. And even the early days of WordPress, we had to create a design in Photoshop, and then you had to do what was called slicing up the design. Then you had to take that sliced up design and convert it to HTML, convert HTML to PHP, and then PHP to WordPress. Now, WordPress is a PHP-based web design software, but or web design platform, but it's not the same as a standalone PHP version of HTML sites we used to create. So now that has gone away. Yes, you can still do your designs and mock them up in things like Photoshop or Illustrator, Figma. There's a ton of different types of design softwares out there where you can basically create a mock-up. But now with WordPress, we are able to use software that allows us to build these sites out visually and get a more accurate representation of the types of designs, and create layouts that are highly customizable, where images and things can be changed out very quickly without having to go through a big process to update the code and then upload files and all kinds of things like that. The reason WordPress is so popular is because of its ease of use. It's been constantly streamlined. They keep adding more features to it to make it better and better. And 43% of the world's websites are built on WordPress. Now that's a gigantic number when you consider the literally hundreds of millions of websites and pages that are out there on the internet. 43% of them are built on WordPress. So what we do, we build all of our websites on WordPress. Now we do have another website building software that we use that's specifically for generating leads, but all of our websites are built on WordPress, and we do it because it's fast. We can manage the content, manage the images. It's search engine friendly. We're able to do things to get you ranked quicker and faster than what we used to. Things that used to take 6 months or a year to do, we can normally do in a much shorter period of time when it comes to search engine optimization. So WordPress is the go-to, and if somebody's not building on WordPress or building on Wix or something like that for your company or your dental practice, you're going to have some limitations, especially if you want to move to a different company. You're going to have limitations. So WordPress is our choice, and we build great sites on WordPress that rank well and get new patients in the door for our doctors. So WordPress is it. If you have any more questions about platforms for websites, lead generation, video marketing, any of that, go to turnkeydentalmarketing.com. At the top, you'll see a thing there that says get your marketing score. Click on that, fill out the information, and we'll get with you and help you realize and understand where you are in your market right now and help you to do better, get more patients in the door, and grow your practice in a more predictable way. Have a great day. This is John Reddick with TurnKey Dental Marketing.